Hey guys, Dude this Dude here back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So this is not a Master Duel video, but an OCG one. So we're gonna talk about the latest October 2023 OCG ban list. So this just freshly dropped and it's gonna be big for the upcoming meta. We're gonna see if decks like Tearlaments, RescueAce, and Purely get hit, or will there be other unbans or other hits that would try to nerf or buff other decks as well. So we're gonna go straight off the rip with newly banned cards. So we're gonna go scroll slowly and oh wow, Agido and Kelbeck are finally banned. So these two cards are two of the reasons that have kept Tearlaments alive in the OCG because Agido and Kelbeck mill 5. Kelbeck has the annoying bounce effect, but yeah, this keeps the strategy consistent because you can just keep milling, and if you hit any of these names, you can just keep sending stuff to your graveyard. Next we have Chaos Ruler. So Chaos Ruler is has become one of the main Teargament monsters, mainly because it allows you to mill 4 from your deck. Or if you whiff, you can mill 5, which is pretty good if you mill any of these names above it here. So Chaos Ruler is also used in Dragon Link that allows him to extend like crazy. And any deck that uses Chaos Ruler and has access to light and dark monsters can just has access to a free level 8 revive, so pretty crazy. Next we have Rongo Minyat. So Rongo Minyat basically just wins you the game if you have it on the field and you have the enough materials to cover all its effects. So yeah, well there it was long due for a hit. These two cards. Well, these two are also long due for a hit, especially with Tearlaments still making the OCG meta, even though it's been like a year and a half now. Next, for newly limited, so Tearlaments Kashtera has been limited, so this is the last main deck tier name that needed to be hit just to take down Tearlaments, so that's gonna be really big. I can't remember if Kashtera uses it, I think they also do. So another Kashtera name technically nerfed as well. Lock Dragon to 1, so Block Dragon was semi-limited. It was banned in Master Duel, it's banned in TCG, but Block Dragon is still alive in the OCG, even though it's only one. You know, you can just search this off Gallant Granite in Earth Good Stuff or Adamancipator. So this is still pretty okay because I think Master Duel had this limited and it was still pretty good. So yeah, Block Dragon. The only way to make Block Dragon the hit matter in any ban list is for it to be banned. So this one's still okay. Newly semi-restricted cards. So far, RescueAce Airlifter, which is the deck's one of the deck's main normal summons, is now only at 2. But looks like it's the only major hit in RescueAce. So RescueAce lives to see another ban list. So if RescueAce is already tier 1 and Tearlaments is still tier 1, RescueAce will get the bigger chunk of the pie. Delicious Memory to 2, so this makes Purely a bit less consistent because if you search this off my friend, it's gonna be harder to get. There's instead of a 100% chance of getting Delicious Memory, when you reveal 3 Delicious Memory, if you reveal 2 and another memory, you're gonna have only a 66% chance. That's 2/3, and there's always a chance that it will whiff. That's gonna be big. But will Purity kinda survive from this? I think it kinda can. But if it means staying in the top tier, I think it might have some. I think that hit inconsistency can affect its performance in big events and especially tournaments. Next, Rivalry of Warlords. So they've been hitting floodgates in the OCG recently. So they've hit Skill Drain to 1 and now Rivalry to 2. So Rivalry has been pretty powerful. One of the bear floodgates. It's an old school floodgate, but it still does the job well. So I think getting the semi-limit is fair because it can FTK decks or it can just severely cripple a lot of strategies right now. And Tutu, oh Girsu Tutu. So this is an Orcus buff, and Orcus has been using the Horus engine to good use, and Horus Centurion is gonna get a huge buff from this. I think this is one of the Pendulum Dragons, so buffing pendulums is gonna be big, especially with the new Magus Spectre support. The new Supreme King support also breathed new life into the pendulum strategy, and Vegans is still a really powerful deck in the OCG for those who are skilled enough to use pendulums. And like recently here in the Philippines, a pendulum has won Duelist Cup, so that's also a factor. So yeah, pendulums are getting a slight buff here for the from the ban list. Um, Dragonic Diagram is gonna be freed, so True Draco gets a slight buff, although they kind of want Masterpiece unbanned. But this is still a good step. True Draco is a decent budget rogue deck, and any buff to it allows a lot of new players to try Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is a good beginner deck. So, Magnificent Map is semi-limited, so it's gonna make Fluanderies extra consistent because Map allows them to start their combos off, allows it to set up their board easily, and gives them pretty much a free normal summon on top of their actual normal summon. So yeah, this will really buff Fluanderies. So this also makes me regret not getting a Fluanderies core while it's cheap. So that's gonna be interesting. Now unlimited. So there are 4 cards here. Okay, Armageddon Knight. This is part of the Orcus strategy as well. This is a not once per turn sent to the GY. So this is really crazy good for Orcus strategies or any strategies that have that use the GY a lot. So this is gonna be a huge buff. The super heavy samurai pike is now free. So I forgot that it was hit, but hey, yeah, this is gonna be good for the super heavy samurai engine, which is used in Centurion right now. I think you can still use super heavy samurai at Emancipator, but I think using it in Centurion, the new deck, it's gonna be really good. This one, Meow Meow Moo is free, so that frees up Prank Kids, and Prank Kids can still put up a decent board. They have decent synergy with stuff like Sprite, although Sprite is severely nerfed. Maybe you can still go back to Adventure Engine, but no Verte means that makes the strategy not as good as before. But yeah, anyway, freeing up the Prank Kids Link 1 makes the Prank Kids engine pretty playable and way more consistent. Trickstar Right Stage. Well, Trickstars are gonna get a bit more free in this ban list, so that's pretty good. Yeah, well, Trickstar Right Stage allows Trickstars to try and be a decent rogue deck, or at least push for that position. So yeah, freeing the older decks is fine because the power creep has been crazy for the past year. So yeah, Trickstar. So I guess that's it for the ban list, and I guess we can check the recent metagame to see if this impacts. So the recent metagame, so RescueAce gets a huge chunk of the pie. Will Airlifter to 2 remove them from the pie or make them lower? Well, no. Purely, I think will get lower because of the Too Delicious. That's kind of there's a chance you can whiff from my friend now. Tearlaments might be off, but we can only see if Tearlaments will be completely off when we see the next metagame pie. Because the last time we said Tearlaments is gone, they came back and they were still top tier. So yeah. But I think the hits to Tearlaments is maybe enough now. But let's wait for the next one. But yeah, Centurion might get a bigger chunk of the pie. Labyrinth is pretty much there. Runic did not get hit, so this is still Runic will still be relevant. Fire King has been really good since its structure deck release, so I think Fire King will be a decent tier 2 strategy, or at least tier 3 or rogue. Pendulums, I think Pendulums will just stay here because it's a really good combo deck. Their new support allows them to just still thrive. Dragon Link, I think even without Chaos Ruger, is still pretty good. So I think Dragon Link can still contend for tier 3 rogue, maybe even tier 2 if they decide to do so. Branded did not get a huge hit, so I think Branded will still be relevant. So, and yeah, I guess that's it. The other pies here, there's RescueAce Tearlaments. So yeah, we can see, I think, we can see Vanquish Soul. Can see Vanquish Soul rise up in the Turgis rankings because Vanquish Soul is pretty underrated. I think it requires a really high level player, a really technical player, someone who probably has played Sky Striker before or is familiar with those kind of resource grind strategies. So I think Vanquish Soul can contend. Centurion here, Dragon Link. Okay, let's see the next one. If there are other decks that might contend Tirgabens purely. Yeah, I guess that's it. But yeah, these banlist hits are pretty impactful just to shoot down Tirgaments. Rescue Ace survives purely kinda, but this is still a hit to their deck. And I guess that's it for this first ever OCG Banlist reaction for this channel. So if you like this, if you have any thoughts on the OCG ban list, you can leave it in the comments below. If you think there are cards that are missed in the ban list, let us know in the comments. If you like this video, you can leave a like. You can also subscribe to help the channel grow. That would be awesome. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. So thank you guys. And bye.